You're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Canelo, you a bitch. I'm putting it out there. No, I don't like to disrespect men that step into the ring, but then you fighting Kirtland that hasn't been in the ring since Glenn Tapia, when you have an opportunity to fight Demetrius Andrade for the WBO. Damn, I thought in the sport of boxing, people want to be a champion.
But if he's going to stay at 168, he should fight the number one at 168. You know, he fought the number one contender when the WBC title was vacant. You know, Ildrum hasn't fought nobody, and, you know, he took care of him. But if he's going to be at 168, he has to fight me. Or if he's not going to be at 168, vacate all the titles. You know, he can pick and choose if he's going to go to 175, or he's going to go to 200 pounds, or whatever he wants to do. My main focus is the titles. You know, so if he's not going to fight me, he has to vacate the titles and let me fight for the title.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? All right, so you just heard right there in those two clips from the two boogeymen that have been chasing Canelo Alvarez for quite some time. Well, especially Demetrius Andrade. Andrade's been chasing Canelo for almost 7 years now, when Andrade was the junior middleweight champion and Canelo was his mandatory. That's what Andrade was talking about when he said, I thought people wanted to fight to become champions, right? Well, Canelo Alvarez, he definitely wanted to be a champion at 154. He just had to put the video game on easy mode, as opposed to fighting on hard mode against the WBO champion, Demetrius Andrade. So Canelo, he decided to put it on easy mode once again and fight Liam Smith for the vacant belt that was stripped from Demetrius Andrade. You see, Canelo Alvarez, he's the type of person that often puts the game on easy mode and then brags about how he beat the game faster than everyone else did, how he got the highest score on the game, while redacting the fact that he had the game on easy mode all along. Meanwhile, Canelo's two boogeymen, they're both willing to put the game on hard mode and face off against each other, which would be one of the most competitive and one of the best fights of the year. Well, guys, I'm here to tell you that it is official that both fighters have completely agreed to making this fight come to fruition this year. I talked to Paul Andrade, Demetrius Andrade's father and trainer, and he told me that David Benavidez's father and trainer, Jose Benavidez, he reached out to Paul Andrade, called him directly, and told him, we need to make this fight happen. And Andrade's father, Paul, he completely agreed, because they both understand what's at stake here. They both understand that now they have to create their own lane because Canelo Alvarez has been so elusive. So if Canelo is not going to stand up to the bully, guess what? These two fighters, they're willing to stand up to the bully for Canelo Alvarez. This is a huge fight and also proves that, like I told you guys before, when Benavidez's promoter came out and he was demanding all this crazy money and said it had to be way more money than we would ask for a Canelo fight, he said, and he admitted, because Andrade is not an easy fight. Meaning, because a Canelo Alvarez fight is easier than an Andrade fight, we want to really make sure we get paid fighting against Andrade. This is what Sampson said. And I told you guys that clearly Benavidez, he's not on the same page as the promoter. They're not on the same page, and this is a good thing. Andrade, or Benavidez, I should say, he did exactly what I expected him to do. Come out and make it very clear that this fight is going to happen. Because once again, they both understand how important this fight is. The winner of this fight will be pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world. And even though they're still going to want to fight Canelo, and it's going to actually exude even more pressure on Canelo when it comes to him fighting the winner, even if they don't get the fight, the winner of this fight will be in position to where they don't need the Canelo fight as bad. It would be like Andrade back at 160 not getting the Canelo Alvarez fight, but he gets the Charlo fight or even the Golovkin fight, and he wins decisively. It's a complete game changer. It completely catapults your career, and that's what's going to happen when it comes to Demetrius Andrade versus Benavidez at 168. Once again, Canelo will most likely vacate all of his belts, and then Andrade and David Benavidez will most likely be fighting to unify those belts, which is going to be huge. The entire landscape is going to change if Canelo Alvarez decides to not fight any of the top guys at 168. We already know he fought a whole lot of guys for belts on easy mode and medium mode, but we all know that when it comes to hard mode at 168, you're talking about David Benavidez. You're talking about Demetrius Andrade. You're talking about Jamal Charlo. So apparently Canelo Alvarez, he got his English words mixed up, thinking the word horrible actually meant hard fight. Because if you listen to the Canelo Alvarez fans, they'll actually try to defend Canelo sometimes when he's speaking English by saying, well, you have to understand, Canelo, he doesn't really understand English that well. So with that being said, we should definitely get this huge fight between David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade towards the end of the year. David Benavidez will fight David Lemieux first, and Andrade, he will fight the number one contender, the WBO number one contender, Zach Parker. After that, they will definitely fight against each other, which will be completely fireworks and once again, change the entire landscape at 168. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo de Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodekey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.